Hi, I'm Laura and welcome back to my channel, and today I have a show and tell video for you, a little bit of a makeup haul. And today I'm going to show you all the makeup products that I have bought in 2023. All of it in one little video, because you're going to be shocked. It's like the least amount of makeup I've ever bought in a single year, because I was on a low buy slash no buy, and this stamina, this willpower that I've been trying to cultivate for like the last 5 years, all that effort finally paid off. So I'm just going to jump in and show you guys the first two things I picked up earlier in the year. I picked these up back in like February. I picked up two Natasha Denona palettes. I picked up the My Dream palette, which you guys have all seen. It is gorgeous, it is warm, it is beautiful, it is plummy, it is luscious, and I love it. I've used it like a handful of times with moving and everything being packed up for ages. So I haven't really had a whole chance to play with any of it. But hey ho, there is that. And I also picked up the Retro Glam palette, which is like the perfect sort of marriage between the Retro palette and the Glam palette, hence the name. But these beautiful sort of stone greens, mossy greens, and the pinks and the rosiness, and it is so pretty. Yeah, sage, that's the word I'm looking for, like sagey kind of greeny blues, like minty, and it's so pretty. I don't think I've had a chance to play with this guy yet. I've swatched a few shades, but I haven't actually played with it. And that was everything until we moved, and then in October I treated myself to another two Natasha Denona palettes, because Natasha Denona is like it's one of like maybe 3 or 4 brands where I'm like, I will buy whatever they release. If I'm going to buy anything, that's where I'm going to put my money towards. That's where I'm going to focus my attention. So I did pick up the Yucca palette, or the Yucca palette, however you want to say it, and it is stunning. It is beautiful. I do love this like pop of purple undertone here with the greens and the oranges. This is totally my jam. This Kamu Kamu shade, this sort of like pastely lime green. It is very much giving me this whole section here. This whole section over here is very much giving me Juvia's Place The Tribe vibe. Actually, let's just grab it and compare real quick. So I am actually wearing a few shades from The Tribe. Oh, it does have like a similarity going on there. It really does. Crazy. So if you really like The Tribe, or you missed out on The Tribe, holla at your girl Natasha Denona. She's got you covered. I have used this a handful of times. I do really love it. I particularly like this other shade over here, Plantasia. It kind of reminds me of that lime chrome shade from the gold palette, which was absolutely one of my favorites. And you know, when they got discontinued the gold palette, kind of made me wary of using it. But having gone through like my stash, I know there are several shades I own that are similar to it, but having another Natasha Denona formula that's similar makes me so happy. And then I also picked up the I Need a Nude palette, which of course everybody knows what this looks like. It's like their quintessential bridal palette. It is perfect for every day. It is perfect for occasions. It goes so nicely with the My Dream palette, with the Retro palette, with the Love palette. They marry together so nicely. And I've used this also like a handful of times. I do love these sort of matte, fleshy tones, like the peaches, the roses. They're so nice. They're so very 90s. They remind me of in the 90s you used to get these big makeup sets from a brand called the Colour Workshop for Christmas, and they would always without fail have these types of shades in them. And I remember thinking that, oh, disgusting, so boring. It's like skin color. And now that I'm like older, I'm kicking my younger self. And then going from the rather expensive to the budget brand, I did place a Makeup Revolution order for the first time in a year. I hadn't placed a Makeup Revolution order since November of 2022. I know. So I picked up a few things. Most of it was in their clearance sale. I picked up the Goddess Glow Shimmer Brick, the Afterglow Bronzer, I think it's called. Yeah, it's in the shade Afterglow, and it is just gorgeous, glowy. I know, I don't need any more highlight products. There's going to be some more in this haul, but it's just so pretty. So pretty. And I wanted to place a little order to cheer myself up. And it's very similar to their bronzer packaging, except this bit has this like purple sheen to it. It's so pretty. And if I can get this product used up, I might repress other things in here just to keep the pretty packaging. I picked up their I actually don't know what this is. I've gotten rid of the boxes already, but it's one of their it just says Valentine. It's a bronzer. I thought it was going to be a baked mineralized bronzer, but it's actually just flat in the pan. And yeah, it's more of a highlight than a bronzer. The last actual highlight product is this one, Eternal Rose Highlight in White Rose. And I know I read how many grams was in this, but I didn't expect it to like, take up like half my face. It's 18 grams worth of highlight. 18 grams. Oh, it is beautiful. I'm looking forward to playing with it. Did I need it? No, it was very much an impulse buy. It was in the clearance section. So yeah, have a go at me. I deserve it. I do deserve it. But I also picked up a new version of the Sculpt and Glow. I've finished one of these before, and it comes with a lot more product than it used to. It used to only come with like 2 grams of product per side. Now it comes with 4 grams of product per side, which is awesome. Or is it 8 grams of product per side? I can never quite tell with the way they do things. It says 2 times 0.14 ounces / 8 grams. It says 2 times 0.14 ounces / 8 grams. So does that mean it's 2 pounds of 8 grams? Or is the entire thing 8 grams? But either way, I've been through one of these before. I really loved the formula. Unfortunately, I think they've discontinued it entirely now. So this might be my last hurrah with it. But yeah, I'm happy I have it. I have it in light medium. And then last little things I got from Makeup Revolution. I picked up Bright Light Face Glow, which is their actual dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I got it in Gleam Light, so I'm looking forward to trying this guy. Still got the plastic on. And I also got the Skin Blur Soft Focus Skin Tint. I did think about getting the IRL foundation as well, but I had heard not the best things about it, whereas yeah, I got on so well with the XX Revolution foundations I already have that I wanted to give this guy a go. It's a Demi Matte Finish skin tint. It's supposed to be a dupe of the Fenty Beauty blur thing. Blur tint? I'm not sure. I have been out of the beauty space for far too long to recall every iota of information. I just don't know what's going on anymore. Products exist in the universe. So those are the things I picked up makeup wise for the entire year. Hello, it's Future Me here. just wanted to add a little extra little thing that I got myself for Christmas. I just wanted to insert it right here. I got a few extra little bits from Makeup Revolution. Kind of kicking myself because literally the day after I placed my order and it shipped, they did their big sale. So, it's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. But I was browsing the website and they had things that I love and wanted, and yeah, they're mostly backups. I know, bad me buying backups, but y'all know how much I love the Revolution Pro sculpting bronzer, and well, I have two shades. I have Bahia and Baleo, and I haven't seen it on the website for a long time, and they had them. They were in low stock. I think they must have just been having like a warehouse clear out and getting rid of whatever was left, so I picked up some backups. I picked up an extra of Bahia and Baleo, and I also picked up a Mocha one, which is a super dark one. I haven't looked at it yet, so let's bust this baby open and find out what she looks like. If I can get into it. Oh, whoa. Hello. So dark. Like, I like to buy really, really dark products because then I don't have to use as much of it. And I can, like, the undertone and stuff. So this one will be lasting me a very, very long time. And plus it's nice to be able to mix it with other things to create a sort of mid-tone shade, and yeah. I also picked up two of the CC creams that I love, the CC Perfecting Foundation. I picked up another shade of F1 and F0.5 because I think this has been discontinued as well. I think they might be getting rid of the whole Revolution Pro range, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so I picked up those. I also got a backup of the Revolution Pro concealer that I really love, which for some reason it's no longer printed on here, but it's in the shade C1. Does it say what it's called? No. Luckily I have my other one close by. It is the Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer, and I've used a fair bit of the one I already have. There's a bit of windowing going on in there, so I figured I'd buy a new one for backup purposes because, you know, I'm crazy. And I also picked up backup of the Blur Stick Plus because I've been adoring this. I have the Blur Stick Plus, the Blur Stick Bright. I think I got them like last year sometime, like 2022 sometime. But yeah, I started using them, absolutely adore them. Used a significant amount in a very short space of time, so I figured buying a backup wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And I also got a few new things because they had a few newer things. First of all, it was one of these lip glosses that are newly launched. They're vegan collagen peptide, and I got the shade Cashmere, and it's a beautiful like shimmery nude, and I'm planning on using up a lot of lip products this year in 2024, and yeah, so I don't feel bad at all about picking that guy up. In fact, I don't feel bad at all about picking any of this stuff up. If you've seen, I should have my collection / declutter series up by now. By the time you're seeing this, I got rid of a lot of stuff, so picking up a few little new bits, I don't feel the slightest bit about it. I also picked up the Revolution Diamond Glow Beam Bright Silk Touch Highlighter. Shall we open this up and see what it's like? I kind of figured that this was going to be like their version of the Diamond Bomb from Fenty. It
kind of is. Kind of is. It's kind of like the Diamond Balm. I like it. I will use it. I got in the shade Diamond Glow. I think they had like 4 or 5 shades of it, but it's a nice dinky little highlight. How much grams does it say it's got in it? 2.45 grams, so it's you know, it's a nice dinky little highlighter. If I were to use it up, I probably could if I chose to. And lastly, I picked up some cream bronzers. I passed on these the first time they came out. They were launched alongside their collaboration or sponsorship with Love Island some summer. And they had them in the clearance section, or at least this one was in the clearance section. This is the cream bronzer in light. If I can get it open. Oh, me. So there is light. I'll quickly swatch. Oh, it helps if I use a different finger, doesn't it? So it's not shimmery. So there is a swatch of light. A nice color. And then I got deep dark because, again, nuts, adventurous, forgetting that I'm not as young as I used to be. My skin is not as young as it used to be. By golly, my wrinkles and crepiness and texture, by gosh, you fall off of the skincare bandwagon for a stretch of time and oof. You suffer for it, man. Plus, you know, general aging. So, deep dark. It's actually not too bad. Like, I mean, that looks crazy. It so totally does. But for actual, like, contouring purposes, if I were to put that down before a foundation, that would show through a lot better than if I were to use this before a foundation. Like, this would be an on top of foundation bronzer, plus it's a lot warmer, whereas this is a lot more like neutral, almost bordering on cool tone, better for creating shadow. But yeah, I've heard about this through Angelica Neatfeast, one of her favorite product videos, or maybe it was her declutter video, and she raved about it. And when she's raving about a Revolution product, that's when you know is worth checking out. So that's why I picked those guys up. I might get them to them in 2024. I have a lot of project panning plans in place, so yeah, it does feel a bit silly to be buying things when I know I might not get to them for a while, but at the same time, when you watch this whole video and see how much I've purchased for the entire year compared to previous years, I make no apologies. I'm happy with what I picked up. I feel comfortable with it. I'm excited to have it in my stash and get to it eventually once I've worked through everything that I'm planning to use. And yeah, so I will hand back over to previous me.
There are a couple of things I want to kind of pick up as like a Christmas gift, like the Beauty Bay Rich palette looks really good, and yeah, so yeah, I'm really proud of myself for being so restrained. Usually when I'm in times of high stress, binge purchasing things is like right up there, but I did really good. I've learned new coping strategies. My biggest coping strategy is to just let things go. Sometimes things just aren't worth working yourself up over. You know, just let go of things you can't control. And yeah, so I'm very happy with how restrained I was. I'm very happy with how my low buy no buy went, and I'm really happy with things I picked up. I'm looking forward to playing with Revolution products and playing more with the Natasha Denona things over the coming year. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.